Hello, my loves, and welcome to today's Unified Peace Prayer. So happy to have you on for those that are live and also for those catching the recording, because something I love about this exercise is that no matter where we are in the world, and no matter if we're watching it live or later, it's not about this moment in time exactly, but it's about the energy that we are able to create together. And so my intention for today is just that, is for us to be able to magnify our hearts and magnify our intentions for all of those who don't have the power to do so in this moment. And for years now, actually, because I did my first Unified Peace Prayer a year ago, which I almost couldn't believe, it feels like the world's just been so heavy. And I don't know if that comes partly, of course, from all of the current events that are taking place in this moment, but I think there's also an overload of information that we're receiving on a daily basis because we have direct access to things that perhaps we never had access to before. That now it seems like every time I open my phone, there's a flood of information that leaves me feeling hopeless, number one, but despair, anger, rage, and uncertain of like, where is the world going and what am I doing? How can I make a difference? And so I knew if I was feeling this way, I couldn't be the only one. And that I think many of us are looking for that answer to how can I make a difference? How can I do something when I'm so far away, or maybe when I'm disconnected, or like physically, right? Or anything. How can I show up and be there for people that maybe I've never met? But we see so many people suffering and we hear about new current events happening every single day. And so today, this meditation, this prayer is really for us to create a magnitude that's so big to take ourselves out of that fear and to really connect into that love and to connect into our natural vibration, which is love. And a lot of my work is breaking out of the matrix, right? And is taking back our sovereign right, our right to be free, our right to choose what it is that we feel and that we think. And while we cannot control war, right, we don't need to stay in those lower vibrations. And so this is not at all about light washing, right? Because it's not, oh, I'm just going to stay in love, right? And ignore what's happening over there. But it's about realizing that we have the decision of when we feel this anger, this fear, this rage, this despair, what do we do with that, right? Because I feel like the Matrix really wants us to stay stuck in that. And that's how we lose our power. That's how we give it away, because then we're in that vibration. And so there are already so many people who don't have the privilege to even take their freedom back, right? Because they are living on a level of straight survival. But we have the opportunity and we have the privilege to be able to come together in this moment and cultivate that peace, cultivate that love, and cultivate a different frequency. And one of the reasons this is so important is because when we're vibrating in fear, we're vibrating in the mind. And if you've ever seen the toroid field, or like the magnetic field, the electromagnetic field of the mind versus the heart, which is where we are when we're vibrating in love, the heart is over 60 times more powerful and is said by some scientists to be like infinitely more powerful when we stay in love. And so if you think of the impact that we can make when we are in our hearts over our minds, that's really what I wish to bring to anyone here And I'm so grateful for those that are live and also anyone catching this replay. And know that this is something you can come back to as well. If this meditation really lands for you, let it be a tool that you can use, that you can come back to again and again when you feel that despair. Because although you may be feeling helpless, I really want you to know that the energetic effect of you staying in love and of you sending love to the people that truly need it, whether that be the oppressed or the oppressors, does make a difference, and you can make a difference. So that is one side of what today is all about. And this event is regardless of your race, your religion, your political affiliation, your culture, your meditation experience. None of that matters here. This is truly for the beings of light that want to spread light and love, who are willing to dive into the depths of the shadows, of the pain, of the anger, of the fear, to use that to advocate for good and to also stay back in love, to take back their sovereignty and use that as a vessel for peace and love on earth. So thank you so much for being here today. And just, I really invite you, wherever you are today, however you're landing, let that be okay, right? Because even though this is a peace prayer, a love prayer, you may feel fucking angry, you may feel despair, you may feel distress, and all of those feelings are welcome, because this is the portal to truly feel them. And when we allow those to move through the body, we can then connect to the deeper feelings of love and peace and spread those throughout the earth. And so allow those feelings to be your friends today. Maybe you don't have the space to feel those often, or maybe you actually get stuck in them quite often, and that's okay too, right? But that's not the place that we want to be. We want to go through the emotions to get to the other side. And so with that, there's just a few other tips that I love to share whenever I do these meditations and these practices, because there are other ways that we can help for any cause that we feel is important to us. And so number one is, when you find a cause that's important to you and that you truly are like, I want to make a difference, practices like today are great. But another thing is really informing yourself on like what's going on. Gather the information, truly educate yourself so that you can make then an informed decision on how it is that you want to help. And from there, once you know what is your point of view, how do you want to move forward, find community where you can go and have that free dialogue, where maybe you need to grieve, maybe you need to be held, maybe you need your rage to be seen, but find the people that you feel safe with, because that is something, that community is so important, and we're not meant to go through this alone. And that's a part of what this is as well. So if after this practice anything comes up that you want to talk about as well, please feel free to reach out to me, because this feeling of peace and of love and of just us being able to make a difference is something I truly, truly care for, and that is my mission on earth. Another thing as you're going through any of these feelings is to just take care of yourself, because in these moments we can get stuck in these heavy feelings, and that really can be quite taxing on the nervous system. And from that, we might then find ourselves neglecting the things that we usually do for ourselves, right? And so really take extra time to take care of yourself in this moment, and to go slow and to make space for what it is that you need. And lastly is creating boundaries. So like I was saying before, sometimes we can open our phones and there's this excess of information, of triggers, of whatever it may be that leave us feeling out of control. And something that's truly helped me is creating mindful boundaries with how much I'm consuming. And so that's not to say, again, to be ignorant or uninformed, but really make a conscious decision of what it is that you're consuming and when you're educating yourself, so that it doesn't need to be a constant attack on your nervous system. Okay. So from there, I think we're ready to get started just into our meditation, but is there anything anyone wants to share in the chat how you're feeling, or even coming off mute? No? Okay. Amazing. So today is creating a powerful ripple effect. And so we are going to come together and set one intention, which is the intention of peace, the intention of love. And this will affect the collective consciousness because it has been seen, and this is something so beautiful by the Heart Map Association, but when one person is in their heart, as I was saying before, it can be 60 times plus more powerful than in their mind. So love over fear. And then when we all start to come together, it's not just like a magnitude of 1 + 1, it actually starts to multiply and multiply and multiply even more powerfully when we consciously come together and connect to this energy. And there have been studies that when these meditations take place around the world in large volumes, that there was a decrease in violent crimes in the neighborhoods, that people were acting differently, like they actually have seen the effects that this has on the area where this is taking place and around the world. And so it may seem at first, how can this make a difference, right? And even if it's just for yourself that you're here, I do want you to see the collective impact that you have when you move through these emotions, get them unstuck from your body, and allow yourself to live in love. Because peace and love, it starts one person at a time, and it starts with you. So celebrate yourself for showing up today and for being that beacon of light and of peace for those who cannot. And there's no right or wrong way to do this meditation. So I will prompt you into some visualization. If you see stuff, amazing. If not, that's okay too, because it's all energy. So there's no wrong or right way to experience this. So just allow yourself to stay open, allow yourself to just be with your experience, and allow yourself just to connect with whatever it is that's coming through. Okay, so I'm going to put on some music and we will get started. So you can get yourself into a comfortable seat. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And before needing to control your breath or anything else, just allow yourself to settle into the space. Feel your sits bones on the surface beneath you. Feel the air that you're breathing in as it enters your nose. And notice if it changes the way that your body moves. Perhaps you feel your belly expanding or your chest and contracting. Start to pay attention to the sounds around you. Just notice what is the furthest sound that you can hear. That may be a neighbor talking, or a car driving by, or a bird chirping. Then can you notice a sound that's a little bit closer? Perhaps a fan, the air conditioning, and then even closer, maybe you start to hear your own breath. Maybe you hear your dog walking. And can you start to bring this awareness of what you hear beneath the surface. What are the thoughts that are present for you right now? Without getting attached to them, just let them be like clouds. So as you notice one thought, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, imagine that you can blow that cloud away with your breath. Another deep breath in through the nose. Let that go. If your mind starts to wander, just use this breathing practice. Blow those thoughts away. Not attach. Invite you now to bring your hands over your heart, palms facing down so you can feel the heartbeat, feel the energy beneath your palms. Feel your breath as it moves. In a moment, I'm going to invite you to say the mantra Om. Not just yet, but first just feel this living, breathing being, this vessel beneath you. When we say Om, you'll feel the vibration that lives within you. How powerful you are. This will be the energy that we connect with. Taking a deep inhale now to prepare. From the belly all the way up. Even though you can't see the sound, just notice the vibration. When you're ready, you can allow your hands to drop. Maybe they start to explore your body. Maybe they just stay in your lap. In this moment, I invite you to start to become aware of the energies inside of you. Sometimes touching our bodies, especially our hands, our arms, can help us connect to our inner experience. Some loving touch. Out, sigh. Start to think of why you're here today. notice as you think of this intention, whatever comes up in your body. Continue to breathe. You may automatically shift into that feeling of love. You may also feel contraction, that fear, that doubt, that anger, fear, hopelessness. Maybe showing up in the body as tension, as a racing heart, as tears, a closed chest, or you may even start to feel numb. Notice, breathe, and allow your body to be a portal for this energy. Maybe you notice there's energy that needs to move. Perhaps your body needs to shake it off. Scream into a pillow. Maybe you need to hug yourself. Remind yourself that you are safe. We'll be here for 1 minute. So I invite you to just allow yourself to feel the capacity to the level that your nervous system is ready for right now. So at about a level 5 or 6, allow yourself to feel these emotions. There's guilt or shame for your privilege, or rage. Okay, this is the space to feel it. Just remember to breathe. I want you to imagine now that you can give this emotion, whatever it is that you're feeling, even if you can't name it, if you can give this sensation a color or a texture, or a shape, or a size. Maybe it even has a sound that wants to move through you. Just start to really see this emotion and how it shows up within your body. Notice if it's on the right side, the left side, the center, or all over. Take one more deep breath as you just allow this emotion to truly be alive in your body right now. Maybe you even speak out loud to this emotion. I see you. I hear you. Maybe this pain isn't even fully yours. It may be generational or collective, whatever emotion you're feeling. If you feel that is the case, you can also speak out to those that you are processing for. I see you. I'm here. You're not alone. If there's anything else that you would like to speak out loud or in your head, for those that need to hear it in this moment, no matter how silly it may feel, just trust that your words have that same vibration, like the Om, that they will be received into the quantum fields, delivered to whoever needs to hear them or feel their energy right now. Remember to whenever you're ready, you can bring your hands once again over your heart, but this time like a butterfly, crossing your thumbs, letting your hands be the wings, palms facing down, so that you can begin to tap one hand and then the other. Take a deep breath here. Start to breathe now into your heart, into your sacred heart. Imagine that your heart has lungs and can breathe with you. Start to see a globe, a golden orb of light, of love in your sacred heart. Imagine that this light is your vibration. That you are able to expand and expand and expand. We will do just that with our breath now. So imagining first that this light start to spread through your body. It begins to mix the other emotions that you were feeling before. It spreads through every cell of your being. Every cell of your being, down to your fingertips, your toe tips. Till it starts to burst out of your cells, out of your body, through your aura, begins to fill the room around you. Begins to fill your entire home. Begins to fill your entire building. Your entire neighborhood. Your entire city. As you breathe, as we all breathe, our lights, our vibrations begin to expand exponentially. They are now covering the entire country. The entire continent. Any neighboring bodies of water. All other continents. Our lights meet each other and they cover the entire globe. Just imagine that from your heart, from my heart, from each of our hearts, we are emitting this vibration of love, the highest and greatest good for every being on earth. For our sisters and our brothers, for we are all one energy. We are all love. You can bring your hands in front of you now, palms facing out, and just imagine you can send this energy out, waves with ripples. Move it. With your breath, you create ripples. You create peace. And just stay here for a moment. Feel that peace. Feel that love. Anchor it in. Remember this feeling. As we imagine this feeling touching every living being on earth. Is your power. I invite you now to just imagine this light staying exactly as it is. There's no need to call your light back to you. Simply place a hand over your heart and come back to your body and just remember that we are all individuals connected to the same loving energy. But we are all united. We are all one. Anytime you feel this despair or any of the other feelings that you have felt throughout this process, you can bring your hand to your heart. You can know that you are connecting to the unified energy of the universe. Just anchor this feeling in one more time with one deep breath in through the nose. One Om to close. Om. little by slowly, you can begin to just come back to your body. Come back to the space around you. Come back to your breath. And I hope that this prayer, that this practice was able to give you a moment of reprieve and to remind you that you are so powerful. And with your intention and your thought of love alone, you can make a difference.